Trump Game here, coming at you with another episode from ChooseYourRelationships.com off of Love Can't Wait. Today I'm going to talk about the modern day woman and why she gives you a hard time and what's the future of relationships and dating if things keep going the way it's going especially within mainstream society. And one of the biggest problems with a lot of women today, most, not all, but most, is they don't want equality. They really don't. They say they do, but they really don't. See, a lot of women today, they want what a man got, whatever that is, but they really don't want to have anything to do with him. Because once they get what they want, okay, he can leave, move on. I'll call you when I feel like getting whatever I want to get out of you. See, that's a lot of women's attitude today. They treat guys like stool pigeons. Guys are like a commodity to most of these women. That's their attitude. They don't see the value of having relationships with men, and they don't really care about having a family or building anything together. They would rather they would rather try to do everything by themselves. And when they need some help, that's when they'll call a man. But other than that, they don't feel the need to have a man for anything unless they need some help. And that's the problem with the modern day woman today. Because they want to have it both ways. They want to be a woman, but at the same time, they want to play the man's role as well. But, if you pay attention to a lot of these women, they'll contradict themselves. They'll flip-flop, and they'll make decisions and do things to benefit their self-interest. And the reason why a lot of these women act like this is because of their mothers. See, a lot of these mothers ain't shit. And no one's going to say this, but I'll say it. And the reason why most people won't say that their mothers ain't shit, because mothers tend to be off limits. You can say anything about the fathers, but you can't say anything about the mothers. And that's part of the problem, because no one is perfect. But see, a lot of these women have an identity crisis. See, they think that there's something that they're not. So they're behaving and acting in a way that doesn't represent themselves, and they don't even have a proven concept of what they're doing works. They just know they want what they want. And most women, their money is their power. See, that's what they love. Most women really love money. That's how you can control most women in American society. You can control them with money. This is why you see a lot of women on television, and you see a lot of women, the majority of women are being hired on jobs today more than ever, because let's face it, most women are the best employees because they're just happy to be working a job in most cases, and they'll work the hell out of them for that money, because most women, they love money. That's their source of power. That's what you can use money to manipulate most women. And they learn this, most of their tactics, from their mothers. Because, see, you know, their mother is the first relationship they have with their daughters, between daughter and mother. It's the first relationship, and it's the most important relationship as far as women go. And a lot of these women have daddy issues as well. And a lot of times, from what I've been hearing, a lot of women feel like they didn't get the attention that they should have gotten. Or one child got more attention than she did, or she felt like. And then it could go on the other side. She might feel like she didn't get the attention from her dad that she needed. Or the dad showed more favoritism towards her brothers than she did. So this is why a lot of these women give you a hard time. And this is why a lot of them have the attitude that they have, because they just screwed up. And their mothers influenced them more than anybody else. A lot of guys don't realize this. Their mothers influenced them more than anybody else. See, I got a niece and a nephew today, and I know they mothers very well, because I watched them grow up. And they mothers, she ain't shit. And they ain't never been shit. But I'm not going to tell them that, because I don't have to tell them that. Because they're in their 20s now, 20s and 30s. And by now, I know they figured out already that, you know, my mom she ain't like everybody else. She ain't what I thought she was when I was growing up. They already know this by now. That's why they're single. That's why they've been married 3-4 times. That's why they can't keep a man around. That's why your mother had multiple babies with multiple guys. That's why your mother been divorced 2-3 times. You couldn't get a date if you paid her. Some of these women are having daughters. They're having sons, and they're raising sons. And they're doing it by themselves because they think they can play the daddy and the mother's role, which is silly. If you're a woman, you can't be a man, a woman. You can raise kids, but the kids are going to be out of balance. The woman is going to be out of balance as well, because there's a good chance she's going to burn out. But they raise these kids, a lot of these mothers raise these daughters, and first of all, they spoil them, do everything for them, don't let them do anything, and they don't develop their critical thinking skills. And when they grow up, they automatically look for somebody else to be their mother and their father, which is a recipe for disaster when it comes to a relationship, because no one can be like mama and father. That's ridiculous. So today you have, and one bad thing about it is this stuff happens and it doesn't get talked about. Nothing gets talked about. Nobody talks about mom. how much influence she has on the family. Nobody talks about these women out here are destroying guys. They're destroying families. They're raising kids and they're going to turn into failures out here. And this is why a lot of the kids are upset at their parents. Because a lot of kids grow up and it finally hits them that something ain't right out here. I mean, I don't know what I should have known. And some of them feel like they've been lied to, which a lot of them have been lied to. So a lot of parents don't really want to be honest with their kids. They tell half truth. A lot of parents don't tell their daughters and sons the real reason why their dad wasn't around. The reason why their dad wasn't around in most cases is because your mom, she was a side piece. She was a side piece. Your dad was over there on the other side of town with his real family. Your mom was sleeping with a married man for years. But she forgot to tell you that. She made it seem like the reason why your dad didn't come around because he ain't shit. But in reality, your mother ain't shit. So a lot of these sons and daughters have an identity crisis. They think their mother, they really don't know their mothers. They really don't know, they only know one version or one side of their mother. So a lot of these kids, once they get to above age, say about 25 or 30 years of age, sometime older than that, a lot of them usually flip out, usually get highly upset because they've been lied to damn near all of their lives. They thought that they feel like they don't even know their parents. They don't even know their mother. Because a lot of times the mom make decisions based on her self-interest because she don't want to be alone sometimes. She might like a lot of attention. You know, she wants the daughter to follow in her footsteps, whatever that is. Even though she knows that it's probably not the best thing to do. And a lot of times you got a lot of these crazy mothers. They depending on how old she is, if the mom is in the 40s and the daughter is in the early 20s, a lot of times she might be in competition with her daughter. So you might have a 50-year-old mom that got a 25-year-old, and mom is looking at her like competition. Mom wants her to move out because mom don't like the fact that she got guys coming over there, and the guys is looking at the daughter. So mom don't like that. So mom wants you to get out. So, cause she's still trying to catch at 50. And she never been married, had a couple kids out of wedlock, and she ain't trying to get married. She's just trying to recapture her youth that she missed because she had kids at an early age. And now she's trying to get out there and live her dream. At least try to anyway. So this is pretty much the trends that I've seen out here today. A lot of these mothers ain't shit. A lot of people ain't gonna say that, but I'll say it. And it's the truth. A lot of these daughters have an identity crisis. They think that they're a good wife. They think that they're a good woman. But in reality, a lot of these women are horrible. A lot of these women are destroying guys. They got guys on speed dial. They got a guy to do everything you could imagine. And guys today can't touch women as far as destruction and corruption and no way. See, the difference is guys like to have a good time. So they might have a bunch of women, but let me tell you what the difference is. Guys, we don't put a time sticker on it. We're not sleeping with women, a lot of women. If we choose to, we're not sleeping with a lot of women because we expect something in return. We just want to have a good time. But women, on the other hand, the average women that's sleeping with a lot of guys, there's a reason why she's doing that. She's not doing that. Most of the time, she's doing that for financial gain, or it's for some it's for some type of it's for a reason. It's not like a guy. Women don't sleep with a lot of guys for fun. No. Women don't, even hoes don't do that. Even a hoe, she's sleeping with a guy because maybe he's gonna pay her bills next month. He's gonna pay a bill. Or maybe she can suck him in. Or she can use him and manipulate him to get close to him for whatever reason. But guys, unfortunately, we're not that slick. That's the real deal. Most guys just aren't that strategic, and we're not that slick. Women are the best manipulators on planet Earth. And that's the real deal. So when you out of here, out in these streets, talking to women, wherever you at in the clubs, at these events, you just gotta be on your A game. That's why you gotta step your ground game up. You really gotta always be learning. You gotta upgrade your critical thinking skills. So if you like what you heard, subscribe to my channel, check out my blog, chooseyourrelationships.com, and don't forget to like and share my video. Until next time, I'm out.